Hi friends, my name is Victoria and I'm a mindful movement teacher. Today I'll be guiding you through a very quick, very short 10-minute active stretching routine that you can do daily to help you gain overall body flexibility. The key here is to do it consistently. So you can do this once a day, either in the morning when you wake up, at night before you go to bed, maybe even twice a day. But doing this consistently to notice those improvements in your day-to-day functionality as well as how you feel in your body. This should feel intuitive, so we are going to be doing active stretches, meaning we're going to be moving within each shape, within each pose. However, if it doesn't feel right, if you want to hold a static stretch or make this a passive stretch, feel free to do that. Just make sure that it feels intuitive in your body and it works with your body. I will be using blocks. I'll be demoing how to use them. These are going to be really helpful, particularly if you have a lot of tightness in your hamstrings or in any parts of your body that is going to make it difficult to reach your fingertips down to the floor. However, if you don't have blocks, you can use a water bottle, a book, really anything that's sturdy and will provide height away from the floor. We'll start with a quick spinal warm-up here. Find your tabletop position. Stack shoulders on top of wrists, hips on top of knees. Inhale, cow pose. Lift your tailbone, lift your gaze. Exhale, cat. Round and curl through your spine. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly button. Shine your heart space forward. Exhale, cat. Hollow out through your belly. Let your head and neck drop. And then continue to take your cat and cows here. Again, inviting anything that feels intuitive. So maybe you start to invite fluid movement by swaying your hips side to side, forward and back. Maybe you roll out your neck. Maybe you rotate your hands. Take whatever feels good and stay for 2 more rounds. When you're ready, find your tabletop position. From your tabletop, reach your right arm back behind you, lift your left knee, grab your ankle or whatever is accessible. Press down to your left hand and then kick your left foot into your right hand behind you. Make sure you're not sinking down in your shoulders, rather press down. You should feel this opening in your right shoulder, right chest. 1 breath here. 1 more inhale. Exhale, release tabletop. We'll do that on the other side. Reach your left arm back behind you, lift your right knee. Grab whatever is accessible. Again, press down through your right hand as you kick your left foot into your left hand. 1 breath here. Find your balance by using your abdominal muscles. 1 more inhale. Exhale, release tabletop. From your tabletop position, extend your left leg out in front of you, lift your left toes. So you flex your left foot, come up onto your right knee, rest your left hand on your left thigh. Inhale, reach your right fingertips up to the ceiling. Exhale, gate pose, reach your right fingertips to the left as you spiral your right pinky finger in to create space between your ear and your shoulder. 1 more inhale. Exhale, spiral your arms for half wild thing. Drop your right hand to the outside of your right hip. Press your hips forward as you drop your left hand back behind you. Open your chest. Let your head and neck drop for 1 breath here. 1 more inhale. Exhale, drop your left hand to your right and then walk your hands back to center. Drop the sole of your left foot down on the mat and then start to send your hips back and forth, back and forth. If you want a little bit of a deeper opening, option to drop to your forearms here. Feel that opening in the front and the back of your left leg. And then you can always change the angle of your left foot here, see what each angle feels like. When you're ready, come back to center, come back up onto your hands. Start to bend into your left knee here, opening up to your left hip. Option to press your left hand against your left knee for a deeper stretch. And stay for 1 more breath. When you're ready, find your tabletop position again. We'll do that on the right side. Extend your right leg back behind you. Flex your right foot. Come up onto your left knee. Right hand to your right thigh. Inhale, extend your left arm overhead. Exhale, gate pose. Make sure you dial your chest open to the ceiling rather than letting yourself come down. Squeeze your glutes to keep your core engaged. One more inhale. Exhale, half wild thing. Spiral your arms to the left. Left hand drops outside of right knee. Press your hips forward. Drop your head and neck back. Reach your fingertips back. One breath here. One more inhale. Exhale, drop your hands to the left and then come back to center. Plant the sole of your right foot down on the mat. And then once more, drop your hips back and forth onto your left heel. Option to drop down to your forearms. Option to change the angle of your foot to whatever feels good. And then when you're ready, come back to center onto your hands. Start to bend into your right knee. Open up your right hip, making this movement as fast or slow, big or fast, big or small as you'd like. And then again, option to press your right hand against your right knee to deepen that opening. And when you're ready, come back to center. Pivot your right foot to the front edge of your mat. Bend your right knee as you walk your hands to the front to frame your right foot. Find your low lunge position. Option to use your blocks here right under your shoulders. Lift your back heel. Bring your belly button up towards your spine. Inhale, lengthen through your spine, gaze forward. Exhale, extend your right leg, hinge your chest forward. And let your head and neck drop. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, low lunge, bend your right knee, gaze forward. Exhale, extend your right leg, hinge forward. We'll do 1 more. Inhale, bend your right knee, flat back. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, back to your low lunge. Exhale, walk your hands to the inside of your right foot. Travel to the back edge of your mat. So if you're going to be using your blocks, bring them to the back of the mat with you. Find your low lunge on your left leg this time. Lift your right heel. Inhale, find your flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, extend your left leg, hinge your chest forward. Inhale, low lunge, bend and find your flat back. Exhale, extend and hinge. Last one, best one. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, extend and let your head and neck drop. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, walk your hands to your left. Find your wide-legged forward fold this time. So if you need to adjust your stance, make it wider or narrower, do that now. Feet are fully parallel to each other. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale, let it go for your wide-legged forward fold. So you have so many options here. You can just stay here like gravity, bring your head and neck down towards the floor. You can bend into one knee, bend into the other. Maybe you find the chest opener by interlacing your fingers behind you and then sending your fist back away from you. Take about 5 cycles of breath here to play around, to explore. Let your head and neck be heavy. Again, noticing what you feel in your body without attaching any judgment, any criticism. And then when you're ready, start to find stillness here. Hands back on the mat under your shoulders. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale, goddess squat. Bring your heels and toes out. Sit your hips low as you lengthen your spine up. Bring your hands to the insides of your knees. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, press your left hand against your left knee. Drop your left shoulder to your midline. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, right hand against right knee. Right shoulder drops to your midline. We'll do that once more on both sides. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left shoulder drops to your midline. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, right shoulder drops to your midline. Inhale, back to center. Extend your legs, reach overhead. Exhale, hinge your hips forward. Find your wide-legged forward fold. One more time. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale, low lunge to frame your right foot. We're back at the center of our mat. Inhale to lengthen through your spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot back behind you and breathe here. Lift your hips up and back as you press down through your hands. And again, take whatever movement feels good here. Maybe you pedal into your feet. Maybe you lift your heels and drop them to one side and then the other. Maybe you find some spinal waves. Maybe you bend and then extend your legs to let your heels drop down. Take whatever you need here. And stay for about 3 more cycles of breath. And when you're ready, inhale, gaze forward in between your hands. Exhale, take baby steps to the top edge of your mat. Find your forward fold. Feet or hips width distance. Generous bend in your knees as you let your head and neck drop. And maybe you grab for opposite elbows. Maybe you shake your head yes, no. Again, I invite you to take anything that feels good in this moment. Maybe that just means you hang out in your forward fold. Maybe you bend and extend your legs. Maybe you use your blocks under your hands. Stay for 2 more cycles of breath. And then start to find stillness. Keep your knees bent, chin to chest, slowly roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Let your head and neck drop, or be the last to come up at the top. And then when you're ready, roll your shoulders back, roll them forward. We'll finish off with a quick standing stretch. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, side body stretch to the right. Drop your right arm to your right. Reach your left fingertips to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to your left, right arm comes up and over. We'll do that once more. Inhale, center. Exhale, left arm reaches over. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, right arm. One more chest opener here. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, cactus your arms. Bring your shoulder blades to kiss behind you. Let your head and neck drop as you squeeze your glutes, squeeze your inner thighs. One more time. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, cactus your arms. Interlace your fingers behind you. Inhale to sit up tall. Exhale, send your fist back behind you. Let your head and neck drop. Inhale, stand up tall. Reach your arms overhead. Exhale, let it go. All right, friends, that was your quick 10-minute stretching routine. Again, the key here is to be consistent. So you won't truly notice any changes unless you're doing this daily or every other day. Again, as always, thank you so much for practicing with me. Until next time, thank you.